Do you ever wonder why spiritual health matters just as much as physical health, if not more? This is a question that we should all be asking ourselves. You see, spiritual health plays a pivotal role in our overall well-being. It's like the silent undercurrent that influences our thoughts, actions, and ultimately shapes our life's journey. Life, in its infinite wisdom, presents us with various challenges. These aren't random roadblocks designed to make us stumble, but rather, they are tailored experiences meant to help us grow spiritually. But here's the catch. Most of us respond to these challenges with fear and defensiveness. This defensive shield that we build not only protects us from the perceived threat, but also blocks the wisdom that these experiences carry. In essence, it's our spiritual health that helps us lower this shield, embrace these experiences, and learn the lessons they are meant to teach us. Getting spiritually healthy involves a 6-step process. Let's delve into it. Step 1 to spiritual health is learning from your mistakes. This is a crucial step, as mistakes are often viewed negatively, when, in reality, they should be seen as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Let's take an example. You've made a mistake at work. It's easy to let this mistake consume you, to let it make you feel incompetent or inadequate. But consider this. What if instead of wallowing in the aftermath, you use it as a stepping stone? You analyze what went wrong, determine how you can avoid it in the future, and move forward with newfound wisdom. This shift in perspective, from seeing mistakes as failures to seeing them as learning opportunities, can significantly alter our response to them and the impact they have on our lives. When we view mistakes as learning opportunities, we are one step closer to spiritual health. Step 2 is about confronting your fears. Fear is a constant companion in our lives. It lurks in the shadows, waiting to pounce when we least expect it. But fear, my friends, is not the enemy. It's a signpost, showing us the areas where we need to grow, evolve, and transform. Consider common fears: the fear of failure, of being unlovable, of uncertainty. These fears, when faced, unlock doors to personal transformation. Picture yourself standing on the edge of a cliff, heart pounding, staring at the fear of failure. You take a leap, you risk, you fail, and then, you learn, you grow, you become more resilient, more daring. Or imagine confronting the fear of being unlovable. You open your heart, you risk, you get hurt, and then, you heal. You become more compassionate, more loving, more authentic. By facing our fears, we take another stride towards spiritual health. Step 3 involves making peace with your emotional pain. Emotional pain often becomes a roadblock on our spiritual journey. It's like a thorn that we try to ignore, but it keeps piercing us deeper and deeper. The first step to making peace with this pain is acknowledging its existence. It's not about dwelling on it, but recognizing it as a part of our human experience. Just as a wound needs to be cleaned before it can heal, our emotional pain needs to be accepted and understood. This can be as simple as saying to ourselves, "I am hurting and that's okay." It's about giving yourself the permission to feel, to be human. When we accept our emotional pain, we open the door to healing. We learn from it, grow with it, and eventually we make peace with it. This acceptance becomes the foundation for our spiritual growth. Accepting our emotional pain is a crucial step towards spiritual health. Step 4 is learning accountability. This is a crucial piece in the puzzle of spiritual health. It involves owning our actions and decisions, accepting their outcomes, and understanding their impacts on others and the world around us. Imagine a time when you've made a mistake. Perhaps you've said something hurtful to a loved one or made a decision that didn't turn out as planned. Instead of deflecting the blame or making excuses, accountability asks us to say, "I did this. It was my decision. I accept the consequences." This might feel uncomfortable at first, yet it's through this discomfort that we experience profound, personal growth. We start to understand our actions better, we learn from our mistakes, and we make better decisions in the future. Accountability is like a mirror, reflecting back to us our strengths and weaknesses, and guiding us towards becoming better versions of ourselves. By taking responsibility for our actions, we move closer to spiritual health. Step 5 is about refraining from judgment. Imagine a world where every action, every word, every thought is met with understanding rather than judgment. Sounds like a dream, doesn't it? But it's a dream that can become a reality, starting with each one of us. It's all too easy to fall into the trap of judging others. We've all been guilty of it at one point or another. But what if, instead of jumping to conclusions, we took a moment to empathize with the person in front of us, to understand their circumstances, their struggles, their victories? This shift in attitude is more than just a nice idea. It's a key component of spiritual health. It paves the way for compassion, for connection, and for growth. It reminds us that we're all on this journey together, each of us doing the best we can with the tools we have. When we choose understanding over judgment, we are another step closer to spiritual health. The final step, step 6, is about holding life sacred and realizing your connection to everything. This means acknowledging that every life form, whether it's a tree, a butterfly, or a fellow human being, holds an intrinsic value that deserves respect and reverence. This isn't just about being environmentally friendly or empathetic, it's about recognizing that all life is interconnected. Imagine a tapestry, intricate and vast. Each thread is a life, and together, they form a beautiful complex pattern. Pull one thread, and the whole tapestry shifts. We are each a thread in that tapestry, bound together in a web of life. Understanding this interconnectedness nurtures a profound respect for life in all its forms. This concept of interconnectedness is not just philosophical, it's spiritual. It's a way of thinking that encourages compassion, understanding, and a deep sense of responsibility. By recognizing and respecting our connection to all life, we achieve spiritual health. To sum up, achieving spiritual health involves these 6 steps. It begins with learning from our mistakes. Each misstep is a stepping stone towards wisdom, a chance to grow and evolve. Next, we face our fears, those lurking shadows that keep us from reaching our full potential. They are not enemies, but teachers, guiding us towards courage and resilience. The third step is making peace with our emotional pain. Our wounds are not meant to be hidden but healed, turning our pain into strength and compassion. Fourthly, we learn accountability. Owning our actions, words, and choices is empowering and fosters integrity. The fifth step is refraining from judgment. By doing so, we cultivate understanding and acceptance not just for others, but for ourselves as well. Lastly, we hold life sacred, acknowledging our profound connection to the universe and everything in it. By practicing these steps, we can all achieve spiritual health and live more fulfilling lives.